Good morning. Good morning. It is so beautiful here today. I am so happy for the change in weather. I don't know if you all can hear the wind chimes. It's so pretty out. Gentle breeze, bright sunshine. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Elizabeth. Hi, Madeline, Gail. Suzanne's back.
Happy birthday, Suzanne.
Happy birthday, Suzanne. I didn't realize it was your birthday.
Thank you.
I love birthdays. Good morning, Ty. Good morning, Chris.
Hiya.
Just give people a few minutes to filter in. Suzanne, do you have any big plans for your birthday besides being here?
No, it's actually a regular work day, but I've made plans for Saturday night. I'll be recording. I got a last minute book that I'll be recording over the weekend. So a very good friend of mine from theater said, "Can I take you out to dinner Saturday night?" And I said, "Yes."
Yay. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Looking at the reading for today, and this is actually, I think a couple days ago I mentioned I was thinking about going back to reading that one before we started meditating because it was about meditating. And then I think I only read like the first half of it to keep it shorter. And the second half is really the part that might be useful as we meditate. I think I am going to read it before we go today. I love these books by Swami Vivekananda, but she does go on a bit. So sometimes it's hard to get a passage narrowed down. Hey, Lori, how's it going?
Good. Great. How are you?
Good. It's beautiful here today, and that just makes me so happy.
Nice. It's beautiful here too, believe it or not.
Ooh, good.
Usually it's blazing hot, but it's like 60 and I'm like, whoo!
Oh, wow. That's nice. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Let me see what the temperature is. I just know I stepped out for a minute to let the dog out, and it felt really nice.
Yeah,
It's still pretty chilly. It's 48,
yeah, it's
but the sunshine is warming.
yeah, it's nice here. We're counting down the days when it is just stays in the 90s, so in the hundreds. So we've only had a couple of days that hot, so we're just keeping our fingers crossed. These cool mornings are great. So anyway, good morning, everyone.
Good morning. I was just saying, I think I'm going to go ahead and do the reading before we meditate today, since it has a little bit to do with, I think it's a nice little instruction or image. We'll give a couple more minutes here.
You know, I had a friend of mine that posted today. It was funny. She said she's got little kids, and 4 or 5, and she said she had this big box of beads, and it had like 5,000 beads, and she knocked the box. I guess it must have dividers in it, but she knocked the box off, and all of a sudden she's got these beads, and they're all mixed up. And she's one of those people that just can't stand that. So she said she spent an hour going through and putting the beads all back where they belonged, and she said that was the most zen thing she'd done in a long time. And I thought, Well, we all just need a box of beads.
Kind of
How
interesting.
low
Yeah.
tech.
I think it's whatever can sort of hold your
Yeah,
focus for
yeah.
that amount of time. I think I would probably go crazy with the box of beads, but I can definitely think of like coloring books or something like that. Yeah.
You just find it in
We
that.
do all need our own box of beads.
Yeah.
I also need some coffee.
Me too.
That would help right now this morning.
Amen.
For a while there, I was a real morning person. I was getting up really early, and then I've just always had sleep issues, and so my sleep got kind of wonky again. And now I'm waking up like just 20 minutes before we meet here. So I'm still kind of in the waking up stages, or I have been since we've started doing this. I'm hoping to get back onto an earlier schedule though. I really like having that early morning time, even though I don't like waking up early.
You just need to train your dog to get you up.
She's not my dog. I'm dog sitting this week.
Oh, well, you should get a cat. They will definitely wake you up.
I have allergic.
Oh no.
I am highly allergic to cats, unfortunately, but we are thinking of getting another dog. We just don't know exactly when yet.
Just
All right.
need one that makes a good alarm clock.
Yeah. It is 9:07, so I'm going to go ahead and do this reading. And if we have anyone else that filters in, then so be it. All right, so this actually picks up where one of the ones we read before left off. It's from The Yoga of Discipline by Swami Chivilasananda. As long as the mind has not realized its true nature, it will be unsteady. It will wobble. The mind is like the wind constantly blowing through a hollow bamboo. To control the fluctuations of the mind, you must be like a master flautist who blows into the flute and creates celestial music. What does he have to work with? Only the air circulating inside the flute. That's all. But he puts it to good use. The wind just keeps moving, but a master of the flute can control it. He gives the wind a sweet purpose, and then its existence delights the hearts of many. So I thought that was a nice, even though we kind of want to move away from thoughts and observe them more than have them while we're meditating, I thought that was a nice image. And, if you can kind of try to embody it, try to sink into it a little more than mentally, intellectually ponder it as we move into the meditation. I think that can sort of help that feeling of stepping back, stepping away from the thoughts and letting that little space, that little distance appear between you and them, because that's when you're able to, throughout the rest of your day, if you have that little space, that little distance between your thoughts, if you're not reacting to them all the time, that is the space where you are no longer just dealing with wind. You are a flautist. You're making music out of what's happening. You're able to pick and choose what you react to, how you respond to it. And that's sort of what meditation gives us. It gives us that space. It gives us that little space between ourselves and the thoughts that we have. And in that space, we get to choose how we react to them. So bringing ourselves into a little bit of a quiet place. Feeling yourself sit up tall. You can roll your shoulders, roll your neck a little bit, and then let your spine straighten. Chin slightly tucked, eyes gently closed. Just imagining for yourself that you are moving deep inside. Into the place where your thoughts are. And in that space, you can see them, you can observe them, but you don't have to attach to them. And we'll be here for about 15 minutes. Back into the world, coming back into your day. And I'll just share one little more tidbit that I was thinking about toward the beginning of the meditation. There was a mention of letting a dog be an alarm clock. And it just reminded me of our dog that passed away last year, and how he was a very gentle, stoic fellow, very mellow, and he never really like demanded anything the way that a lot of dogs do, sort of that impatient grunting or flipping your hand. He did that every once in a while when he wanted to play, but for the most part, if he woke up in the morning, he was always very excited about breakfast. It was like his favorite thing of the day. And he would just stand there, though, and wait for you to wake up. And he would stand at the edge of the bed, and maybe every once in a while there would be that cold nose would be the alarm clock. Just a slight little nudge, a little tap, or a little lick of a foot, something like that. But a lot of days I would wake up and he would just be sitting there looking at me and just patiently waiting. And I just thought that that was a nice reminder for kind of what we were talking about reacting to our thoughts. I don't know, the two things kind of came together in my mind, that we can think things, we can have feelings, we can acknowledge all of that. But when we have that space to choose how we react to those thoughts and feelings, then it's just a different story than if we are reacting out of those thoughts and feelings. And he seemed to exemplify that a lot. He wanted his breakfast, but he would be very patient. So yeah, I'll leave you all with that for the day. And thanks for joining. And happy birthday again, yes, to Suzanne.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.